1.11 1.
My dad's very tall and thin, with a big nose. He looks a little bit like a tall, thin bird. He has blonde hair and blue eyes, which is typical of Sweden. His grandmother was from Sweden. He looks a little bit serious, but he isn't really. He's very funny. He has a great sense of humor.
2.
I think my dad's very good-looking. He's not very tall, a little bit taller than me, and he still has his hair. It was dark, but it's gray now. He's not thin, but he isn't overweight. He's careful about what he eats, and he has an amazing smile.
3.
My dad's short and thin, and he wears glasses. He isn't exactly good-looking, but he's not unattractive either. He's very friendly and very talkative. In fact, he never stops talking.
1.12
I think my dad's very good-looking. He's not very tall, a little bit taller than me, and he still has his hair. It was dark, but it's gray now. He's not thin, but he isn't overweight. He's careful about what he eats, and he has an amazing smile.
1.13 Describing people. 1. Appearance. 2.
She has curly red hair.
3.
She has long, straight hair.
1.
She has big blue eyes.
6.
She has short, blonde hair.
5.
He has a beard and a mustache.
4.
He's bald.
7.
He's very tall and thin.
9.
He's medium height and very slim.
8.
He's short and a little overweight.
1.14 2. Personality. 1.
Friendly. Unfriendly.
2. Talkative. Quiet.
3.
Generous. Cheap.
4.
Kind. Unkind.
5.
Lazy. Hardworking.
6.
Funny. Serious.
7.
Smart. Stupid.
8.
Shy. Extroverted.
1.15
I usually work at home.
My brother works in the city.
My parents don't live near here.
It doesn't often rain here.
Do you speak French? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Does he like pop music? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't.
1.16 1.
We often go out on Friday night.
She doesn't usually study on weekends.
I'm never sick.
He's always late for work.
2.
She gets up early every day.
We have English classes twice a week.
1.17
Snake. S.
He likes going to concerts.
He meets interesting people on dates. Zebra. Z.
He pays for their meals.
He wears nice clothes. Is.
He uses reading glasses.
He relaxes with boxes of chocolates.
1.18.
Chooses. Cooks. Goes. Lives. Stops. Teaches.
Books. Boys. Classes. Friends. Languages. Parents.
1.19.
My name's Elspeth. I'm 25, I'm a journalist, and I'm single. It's not easy to meet people. So who can help me? My mother and a dating app. My favorite dating app, called Tinder, shows you photos of possible partners with a little information about them. You look at the photos and swipe, swipe, swipe. Swipe right if you like them, and swipe left, well, swipe left if you don't. If a guy likes you and you like him, you have a match. Then you can start messaging the person, and from this, romance follows. Or so they say. I've tried it, but with no success. So I decide to give my mother my phone. She can swipe all the men she likes, and then look at my matches and choose the people that she likes the best. I've promised to go on a date with the men she chooses.
1.20.
Date 1. My first date is with a nice guy named John. I sit at a table in a cafe and wait for him to arrive. An old man walks towards the table, and for 2 awful seconds, I think it's all a terrible mistake, but he walks past, and then my date arrives. He's very tall, 6 feet 2 inches. Good job, Mom. I'm tall myself, so I always look for tall men, as my mom knows well. We start chatting, and it's all very easy. Mom has good taste. He's a teacher. We get along well, and it's a fun date, but sadly, there isn't a spark. So I try again. Date 2. I arrive a little early again, and I sit there waiting for Sebastian to arrive. Suddenly, I realize that I can't remember anything at all about him, not even where he's from. Then he comes through the door, tall, dark, and handsome. Mom, you're amazing, I say to myself. He's from Argentina, but he lives in the U.S. He's a real gentleman. At the end of the evening, he asks for a second date. Mom is very happy. I agree to the date, but I don't really think it's going to work.
1.21.
Date 3. Date number 3 is George. He suggests a restaurant near the river. I arrive early. I'm definitely the most punctual person in the world. I stand outside, very confused. The restaurant is closed. For a moment, I think Mom finally got it wrong. But a few minutes later, he arrives. He just didn't know the restaurant was closed. We go somewhere else and start chatting. He tells me he works in IT and is from just outside the city. This guy is a lot of fun. He's very relaxed and interesting. He's traveled a lot. He tells a lot of funny stories. It's all going well, and I'm getting very enthusiastic when my phone pings.
1.22.
It's all going well, and I'm getting very enthusiastic when my phone pings. It's on the table between us, and it's a text from my mother. Well, how's it going? Is he nice? Love, Mom. George looks at my screen and reads the text. I want to die.